What would happen if you saw a ghost?
Well, what I'm a bit worried about is when we do one of these EVP sessions, we sit around in the room talking to whatever's in the room, and it actually audibly answers us. I think if that happens, I'll probably run out of the room, and I think everybody else will as well. We haven't really come across anything very tangible since we've been doing paranormal investigation. A lot of what we've met has been kind of marginal. It might be happening, it might not be happening. You know, we haven't seen any objects lift up and across the room. We haven't seen anything really appear, anything solid. Because, you know, a lot of people say that ghosts are really, they appear like people. They're not necessarily shadowy or transparent. They can be actually solid like actual people. We haven't seen that. Who knows, we might come across it.
Have there been people that you've talked to where you've been absolutely convinced they've seen something?
Well, we interview people. We try and figure out, you know, what they've seen and what they report, and if there's two people, you know, we try and interview them separately and see if their accounts in any way agree. And you also try and find out what their kind of psychology is. Have they seen things before, or is this the first time? Because, you know, some people have a lifetime of seeing stuff, and it might well be that they are, or it might be that they're just very inclined to imagine things. So you kind of try and work out where people are coming from. I mean, we're not psychologists, you know. We could do with somebody who really at least has a degree in psychology, you know, so we can get into that side of it, because I think it's an important aspect of what we do.
Let's talk a little bit about Full Code Ghost itself. So it's going to be happening on the evening of Saturday the 19th of June at the Town Hall while Full Code press is going on. What do you anticipate that you'll be doing over the course of the night? Will there be stuff that people looking at the website and following along can kind of see how it's going and so forth?
Yeah, we want to keep feeding information to the website as we get it. We will be coming in earlier in the day when it's still daylight and doing a sweep of the whole venue to gain some background data. That will be EMF readings, photographs, a bit of video, some temperature readings, and just to sort of get the feel of the place so that we all understand the layout of the building. When we're communicating later on, we'll know what parts of the building we're referring to, and we'll have a bit of a break and come back, and we'll break ourselves down into teams. We never go out alone. We'll go out in groups of 2 or 3 and investigate different parts of the building. Now, we will be looking at specific areas where there has been reports of strange things, maybe where people have seen or heard something, or for that matter, any areas that people in our group have a slightly odd feeling about. Sometimes you go into a place and it just doesn't feel right. And yeah, we're going to have to pay a bit of attention to that later on. The other thing is, I don't believe that the Wellington Town Hall has undergone a paranormal investigation at any stage in its history. I know there are other buildings in Wellington that have been examined several times, but not the Town Hall, so this is a great opportunity. We'll be the first team to go in there, and we'll be there all night. There is a big challenge in that, because we've been on some pretty long investigations, and you know, when you get to 3 or 4 or even 5 in the morning, you're getting very tired, and you've got to think, well, maybe even ghosts go to sleep, you know. You can't trust your senses at that time of the morning. You may start to slightly hallucinate from tiredness, your peripheral vision starts to flicker, your body and your mind doesn't necessarily respond well, so that will be a challenge for this particular investigation, the length of it, and we'll be going right through to the dawn. That'll be a little unusual, so we'll see where that leads.
And are you expecting to find anything, or are you kind of go into most of these with a fairly open sort of mind?
Oh, we'll be going in open-minded. With a building like the Town Hall that has been part of the history of Wellington for over 100 years and has been the centre of a number of events, including the 1918 influenza epidemic when it was used as a temporary hospital, you might think that some of those events would leave some kind of trace upon the building that we may be able to pick up on. No doubt there's been identities who have worked in the building at various times. So we're going in pretty open-minded. We've been into large theatre type buildings before and they have certain characteristics which we're aware of. There's certain natural physical things about buildings like that that do create effects that could be misinterpreted as paranormal. Bodies of warm or cold air moving around the building as the building settles, for example. Retrofitted high voltage wiring which can create interesting electromagnetic effects in the building. The age of the building, the combination of steel strengthening and older materials which change their dimensions as the building cools down and cause strange noises. So there's a lot of natural physical reasons why people might have seen or heard what they thought were ghosts in the building, and we'll be looking for all of those things. We're pretty open-minded. We're not necessarily expecting to see anything. If we do, well, that would be fantastic.
Cool. Okay. Well, thank you very much, and
Thanks, Mike.
we're really looking forward to having you part of Full Code Press. And yeah, we'll have them on the website and catch up later. Thanks.
We're looking forward to being there, Mike. So see you on the 19th.